If you are seeing this, this means that you need to hear this message. We're going to talk about the perspective of power, love versus force. It is very relevant to the times now where we see the action of power through our leaders. The contrast between the power by love and power by force has shaped the human history. These two energies are of different vibration and they lead to different outcomes. As our humanity ascends and awake, it is realizing that true power doesn't control. It doesn't require submission. It doesn't require domination. True power is the vibration of love, and it is unstoppable. It is relevant for you to hear this message so you understand what type of power is being displayed by current leadership of our nations. Power is not inherently good or bad, okay? It is a frequency, and how it is wielded determines its effect. Let me give you an example of power by force. The example is Hitler. The power by force is a path of domination and fear. Does this feel familiar? Power by force operates on the illusion of control, suppression, and superiority. It requires fear to sustain itself. It seeks obedience, not alignment, and it uses force to demand submission rather than inspiring connection. It always collapses because it depends on maintaining separation and suffering, which are not sustainable. So what does power by force create? It creates fear-based compliance rather than loyalty. You are seeing it in action today. It creates short-term influence that eventually self-destructs. It creates division, suffering, and instability, and it creates a false sense of control that cannot withstand natural evolution. So here are the hidden truths about force. It appears strong, but it is actually inherently weak. It relies on external control rather than internal stability. It must constantly fight to maintain dominance, which eventually leads to exhaustion and failure. It is an illusion of power because it cannot sustain itself without external opposition. So now let's talk about the power by love, which is the path of alignment and unity. The example of this is Gandhi. Google Gandhi. So power by love operates on the vibration of unity, vibrational truth, inner alignment. It doesn't require external force. It is self-sustaining. It inspires rather than coerces. It does not demand submission. It simply exists in truth until others align. It expands over time because love is an eternal frequency and it doesn't collapse. So what does power by love create? Long-lasting transformation without suffering. Natural harmony because people align willingly, not by force. It creates a reality where individual sovereignty is honored, and it creates evolution rather than destruction. So here are hidden truths about power by love. Love appears gentle, but it is the strongest force in the universe. It doesn't need control, my loves, because love is magnetic and people are drawn to love naturally. It is sustainable because it doesn't require opposition to exist. Throughout history, we have seen these two paths play out over and over. I am not gonna name names. A leader rises through force, fueled by fear, control, and domination, and that leader ultimately falls because fear-based systems always destroy themselves. And then a new leader emerges, operates on love, sovereignty, and unity. Humanity evolves only to be tempted by force again in the future. We can stop this, guys, if we choose to. This cycle, this pattern will continue until the collective, and that is us, nation, world, people, until we all fully embody the power of love, permanently shifting to a higher reality. Humanity is now at this threshold. So the question is no longer, will force win over love? The question is, how long will it take for humanity to fully embrace the power of love? And also, this is not just a pattern in history, it is also a personal pattern. It is a personal choice that each individual makes every day. Do you lead your life through love or force? Do you inspire others through frequency, or do you control by fear? Do you trust that alignment will bring what is needed, or do you try to manipulate outcomes? So every moment is a choice between acting in fear or responding in love, forcing reality or flowing with the divine orchestration, resisting what is or aligning with what can be. The more individuals choose love, the more the collective vibrates towards this higher frequency and the ascension timeline. So here is the message of this post in summary. The cycle of power by force is unraveling. We are at a pivotal moment. The time of power by love is emerging, my friends. Force doesn't really make you strong, it makes you more fragile. Love does not make you weak, it makes you unbreakable. The leaders of the old world are thriving on control, suffering, and separation. But we are now in the new world. So the leaders of the new world will rise through peace, unity, and wisdom. But this is not just about the leaders, okay? It is also about you, about us. We do not need to overpower this darkness. We just need to stand firm in the light, in the love. I want to assure you, the age of force is ending. The age of love is solidifying. You, us, are the deciding factor based on our frequency and vibration. Repost if you think humanity needs to hear this so we can vibrate in the energy of love and help the leaders who are vibrating on the same to lead our nations, to lead us by love.